August 12th, Doug Smail.
You can't outrun the pain, so charge into it and stay in the game. Doug Smail held his son Cody's hand. Since his mother left, 9-year-old Cody often held Doug's hand. "Let's go for a walk, buddy," Doug said. Losses had piled up. Because his wife demanded it, Doug left the pro hockey career that he loved. But when he had confronted her on the ongoing affair, his wife chose divorce. She left and the kids were devastated. Doug liquefied his assets, and while the money lasted, he would be a stay-at-home dad and help his children heal. As Doug and Cody wandered through a nearby field, Cody held on tight. "What you thinking about, Daddy?" Doug lifted his tear-filled eyes to the blue sky. "Oh, buddy, I was thinking of how great it would be to grab Anna, you, and Mom and just go to heaven." Cody was silent. Then he tugged on Doug's hand. "That would be great, Daddy, but we're still here, and that means Jesus must have some work for us to do." Cody was right. Doug had to stay in the game. 12 years later, Doug sat next to Cody's hospital bed. The hand that Doug held now was man-sized. Machines ensured Cody's next breath, but his brain no longer functioned. Though they had resuscitated him, Cody had succeeded at taking his life. When Cody was a baby, Doug had whispered Numbers chapter 6, verses 24 through 26. "The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord turn his face towards you and give you peace." As Cody grew and life confused him, he often asked for his blessing. Doug whispered it again. Evening came. The clock ticked to 9. Cody's and Doug's hockey number. Hospital personnel unplugged life support. For 20 minutes, Cody labored to breathe. In this moment, as Doug fought to keep his composure, he looked at his son and said, "Cody, we want you here. We love you. You are our world. Buddy, everyone thinks getting my NHL contract was the best thing that happened to me. But you were the best thing that ever happened. If you want to go, I was there when you accepted Jesus. It's okay to go home." Cody took 2 long breaths. Then he was gone. The agony of suicide's godless evil could not be appeased. Doug's pain was excruciating, empty, and hopeless. But Doug had to stay in the game. Psalm 34, 17 and 18. "The righteous cry out, and the Lord hears them. He delivers them from all their troubles. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted, and he saves those who are crushed in spirit." In hockey, you seldom score from the perimeter. You skate into the center, you take the hits, and you get the shot. Doug couldn't outrun the pain, so he charged into the chaos. He was real, honest, and raw. Looking to God's truth, Doug fought for the intellectual capacity to stand against the woulda, coulda, and shoulda accusations. Doug didn't run from the grief. He put in the headphones to be with Cody, and he lost himself in Cody's music. He relived memories. Baby Cody, after a bath, snuggled into Doug's bare chest. Deep thinking Cody, full of questions. Cool teen Cody, who had welcomed the outcasts. Cody on the ski slope, on the rink, at the beach. One of Doug's hardest battles was to reconcile the evil of suicide with the grace of heaven. For 3 months, Doug charged into the fear. He screamed at God, "Let me know he's okay." And God did. One night, Doug asked, "Why does this hurt so much?" One of Doug's children said, "It's because you love so deep." That's Christ, Doug thought. Today, Doug says there's no answer for the pain of tragedy. But you have to run into the chaos. You have to stay in the game. What pushes you out of the game? You can't outrun the pain. So charge into it and stay in the game.
Well, good day, 365 Christian Man. My name is Russell, and it's August 12th. We just heard a very powerful story about Doug Smail and his son, Cody. And, I was reflecting on this story And I'm honored to do the challenges for 365 Christian Men. And by normal routine, when I do these a couple times a month, and again, I'm honored, would be to pray about it, listen to the podcast, take down a couple of notes, maybe go to scripture, and then directly reflect back on how I can potentially challenge not only myself, but the men listening to this podcast. But this one just took me to a different place, and I had to pause and I had to put it away for a while and come back to it, because just the raw emotion of just how awful this whole situation was with the Smail family. And I guess the challenge that I face today is relatively twofold, men. Suicide is a real thing, and we hear about it all the time. And my guess is, through the law of large numbers, we have all experienced something along those lines of suicide, maybe in our family, friends, whatever, and it's real. So my challenge is this. Number one, if you are experiencing any of these thoughts of suicide, or just doing some things that are, even in your own mind, maybe unthinkable, reach out to a family member, reach out to a friend, somebody, and just tell them, I'm just a little off, I'm off kilter, things are not the way they should be, and I'm having these strange thoughts. The second challenge would be this. If you have friends out there, and we all do, and you find that maybe they're a little bit tilted and something isn't right, their behavior isn't exactly the way that it has been for years, my challenge is, let's reach out to those men or women or children, whoever it is, and just ask them, how are things going? How can I assist you? Can I pray for you? Because we know that suicide is an absolute disaster for so many. So, you know what? Let's take a good check on ourselves, on our friends, on our families. Just take a good look, pray for those people, and you know what? I think we can make a difference if we step in to their life with real intention. Have a great day.